We live in a world where everything seems to be inverted in its form. Bad actions get rewarded as good actions. Lies seemingly being told as truths. The essence of living in duality and polarity seems to be one that is praised as the best way to live. And we've even seen scientifically that the representation of our rainbow has somewhat been inverted from our outer world, as its symbolism has been inverted of our seven body chakra system. Now, why is it that there seems to be an inverted structure of our current world? Is it just a tool or a ploy to have power, dominion, and control of our entire human race? Well, it's now indeed a time to crystallize our entire world as we shift into the golden age. So we see that we as the human race, if we diminish ourselves to ourselves and our atomic form and scientific nature, we all are indeed diminished to crystalline particles in our very form. Now we see that our very nature elements all around us are indeed just like us in our own image and likeness as crystalline forms. We look at our dear sun, which as it shines forth its electrical energetic rays onto us, we indeed generate our energy, and the sun can be diminished to its crystalline particles. We look at our very ear, which moves around in a formless state most times as gas, but we of course need the air particles to continue our life and breathe in the breath of life. And these crystalline particles are indeed all part of our ear system. We look then at our water source, which if we diminish it to atoms, we see that it's of a crystalline, pure nature. And of course we use our water to purify our bodies. We could look at our soil, and if we study it scientifically, we could see that it is indeed crystalline in nature. Now, when we think of crystals itself, we think of the crystals, that we use to build up our own energetic system. And, some crystals are just good for some of our chakras to raise our energy frequency and vibration. But when we look at this very significant tool of crystal, we see that it's indeed formed underneath the earth through great pressure. And if we look at the diamond, we see that in its very essence, it's so crystalline in nature. So as we move forth from this great structure of our inverted world, a good way to move forward is to revert back to our very crystalline essence within our body, as we all are codependent and connected with the crystalline nature elements around us. So you may ask, how are we going to use this great mechanism of crystallizing our inverted world that have seemed to not benefit us all, as we see how the inversion of the world has simply depleted our crystalline cell and atomic body structure. And we've seen how these inversion tools and measures have simply not reflected who we are in our purest essence. These ways of just simply manipulating us through scientific means, through just history that were based not on soul truths. How are we going to take back our purest essence into being a crystalline being and co-creating our new world? Well, as we see, it starts from within. We are to revert back to our pure natural essence from our physical, you know, body architect. Eating those right foods that preserve our crystalline electrical nature. Ensuring that we cater to our emotional body's essence. We could simply use great meditation, music, and rhythms. Or mental body's essence, you know, simply just maybe doing physical activities that you love. It may be a sport, it may be just exercising, stretching, whatever it is. And fully connected with all the nature elements around us, as in the earth, its soil, the air, the water, natural water resources, and the great sun that gives us so the dynamic source of energy. You see, if we want to co-create a beautiful earth as we should through the ages and evolve, we have to revert back to our crystalline structure within us and connect fully with what it is around us, because we've seen that the very essence of inversion has depleted crystalline structure into having us living in a limited dimension state. You see, we can look at simple things like, oh, it's just a white lie. Well, that is simply diminishing your crystalline being and essence, the great tool of manipulation, telling half truths. You know, all of this has just taken us away from purest nature and essence. And in order to fully evolve, we have to remove ourselves from this inverted structure system and fully blossom into a purest, innate, crystalline structure within our body structure and connect fully with our crystalline natural resources of our nature elements. So truly reflect on this and just see how every single thing go hand in hand. Something so simple we may have bypassed, as we are now to truly revert to our purest essence as we move forward. So go forth, take care of yourselves, take care of your bodies, physical, mental, emotional, and resort to your purest crystalline nature. And of course, not just connect with the nature elements, but use these great crystals all around us that we use to raise our energetic frequencies, to balance our structures, to fully transform us and reconnect us to a purest innate crystalline body structure. Let's go forward and revert this inverted world as we come through into crystallizing our new world. So much love, so much bliss, so much harmony, so much peace. I bid to all of you as you move forward in crystallizing yourself and the world around you.